Hi, families. In this training, we'll focus on teaching your child what to do and getting dressed and undressed. So some common questions that we're going to explore in today's training. Does your child not want to stop the activity that they're doing to get dressed or undressed? Does your child's refusal to participate in the routine become a game to get you to chase them or get your attention? Does your child have a difficult time getting dressed or undressed and want to avoid the activity? And does your child not want to change out of what they're already wearing? So first, we want to prevent the behavior. Validate their feelings. Help them understand that you know how they feel. Give them clear expectations. Simplify the activity and give it to them one step at a time. Use a first then statement or visual. Try to make getting dressed and undressed fun. Use their favorite things and offer choices. Signal to your child ahead of time using visuals, a timer, maybe a visual schedule. Try to reduce distractions. Use a social story to outline the steps of getting dressed or undressed. And encourage success. Praise your child throughout the task and for changing like a big kid. How to respond. Repeat your instruction as a statement, not a question. It is time to get dressed, not do you want to get dressed? And provide wait time. Give your child at least 4 seconds before calmly repeating your instruction. It's time to get dressed. Point to a visual cue or a visual schedule to remind the child that it's time to get dressed. Use first then statements and visuals. Use a countdown and visual timer. Help your child get dressed in a calm voice with calm physical prompting. I'll help you do it. Validate their feelings. It can be hard for your child. Praise any and all small attempts that they make while getting dressed or undressed. Try to ignore any attention-seeking behaviors. Turn off distracting devices or shut the door to limit distractions. Provide logical consequences. If we don't get dressed now, we might be late for school. And praise siblings or parents when they're getting dressed or undressed. Wow, look how fast Daddy got dressed. He's ready for a fun day. We have to teach the new skills. We have to teach your child how to follow your warning. Teach them how to follow the first then statements. Teach them the routine of getting dressed and how to follow a visual schedule. Teach them how to put clothing on or take clothing off, how to use zippers, buttons, how to manipulate fasteners. Teach them how to select their clothes and get dressed independently. Teach them how to make a choice of what to wear. And teach them to put laundry in their hamper when they're undressing. And of course, we want to reinforce the appropriate behaviors the first time they're asked. So it's time for a reflection. Think about your routines or transitions. How do you feel about trying the strategies? And then how did your child respond? Or was any part of it challenging? Affirmations are statements that are encouraging and motivating. They help us feel strong and optimistic about change. So take a moment to think about an affirmation. Reflect on the changes that you've made or your efforts with your child. So when do we teach these new skills? Challenging behavior might be sending a message or communicating something to us. We can teach ways to replace these behaviors through important social and emotional skills. The more we teach, the more likely they are to use them. We teach before there is a problem behavior or when the children are calm. We have to teach emotional literacy. Emotional literacy is the ability to recognize, label, and understand feelings in oneself and in others. Think about what kind of emotion words your child knows. They need the words to describe their emotions. Help give them the names to the feelings so that they may begin to understand their own feelings and those of others. Help them understand that feelings can change. You can also have more than one feeling about something. And you can feel differently than someone else about the same thing. Most importantly, all feelings are valid. It's what you do with them that counts. So label your own emotions and your child's emotions as they happen throughout the day. Here are some ways to help teach feelings. You can do a feeling check-in, or this is how I feel today board. You can spin a feeling wheel and act out the emotions. You could read a book and use fun voices to show different emotions. Have your child point out the emotions they see on the characters. Ask questions. How did the boy feel? What makes you scared? Oh, show me your scared face. Time to apply it and try it. So select 2 or 3 new emotions that you want to teach, and think of a few ideas of how you'll teach them. Now we're going to talk about self-regulation and anger management. So help your child first recognize big emotions like anger in themselves and in others. Help your child learn how to calm down and understand the appropriate ways to express those big emotions like anger. Take a moment to think. Have you ever told your child to calm down and they just kept doing what they're doing? Have you ever wondered why? They might not even know what that really means or what we're asking them to do. So what are some things that you do to calm down when you're angry or upset? Young children haven't mastered these skills yet, and we need to help teach them. One way is through the turtle technique. Practice, practice, practice. Teach the turtle technique step by step. Step 1, recognize your feelings. Step 2, stop your body. Step 3, tuck inside your shell and take 3 deep breaths. And step 4, come out when you're calm and think of a solution. Provide lots of opportunity for review and encourage your child to tuck like a turtle. Then celebrate their success. Another technique is belly breathing. Taking big, deep breaths can reduce the heart rate and trigger a relaxation response. Plus, it slows us down. You can try using other phrases like smelling the cake and blowing out the candles, or smelling the flour and blowing the pinwheel. Emotions are not just anger. Help your child practice ways to handle the big emotions that come with being excited or disappointed before something potentially disappointing occurs. For example, before you leave for the playground, you could say, when we go to the playground, someone else might be on your favorite swing and you might feel disappointed. What could you do to stay calm? Remind your child to tuck like a turtle and think of some solutions like asking for a turn, saying please, or finding something else to do while the other child's on the swing. Another idea is using a calm down area at home. Taking a break is one strategy that might be used when children are feeling anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed. You can help children learn how to take a break from activities or interactions that are challenging to them. And think, how does a calm down area work for you? This is different than a timeout. What do you think those differences are? Think about, how is this a helpful life skill for your child? Some ideas for calming strategies that assist in self-regulation are taking deep breaths, counting, going for a walk, taking a drink, taking a break, listening to music, drawing a picture, going on the swing, rocking on a rocking horse, reading a book, hugging a favorite toy, or doing a puzzle. Problem solving. So many children solve their problems by using challenging behaviors such as hitting, shouting, or running away from the problem. Even very young children can be taught more effective and appropriate ways to solve problems. For example, one way is by watching the adults around them during time of conflict. So think about the last time you resolved a conflict or a situation. What strategies did your child observe? Calm negotiation and conversation, or sarcasm and screaming? Observing adults effectively and appropriately resolving conflicts or solving problems can teach so much about positive problem solving. So let's go through the problem solving steps. Step 1, what is my problem? Maybe someone took something from you. Maybe they're lonely and they want someone to play with. They want to play with it by themselves, or they're frustrated. Step 2, think of some solutions. Step 3, what would happen if I tried my solution? Would it be safe? Would it be fair? And how would everyone feel? Step 4, give it a try. We want to set the stage for success. We want to try to anticipate the problems. So stay near your child, support your child, and encourage your child. It's time to apply it and try it. So select anger management and calming down or problem solving. Think about, what are your ideas for using the materials with your child? Think about or write down what and how you want to teach. For example, I want to teach my child the problem solving steps. So I'm going to read the scripted story. I'm going to practice talking about problems using the scenario cards. And then I'm going to hang a few of the solutions on the fridge so my child can refer to the solutions easily. So some things to try at home: teach your child new emotion words and use calm down strategies or problem solving strategies. Thanks for listening.